star, but the work she has done, the passion of what she has brought to this world and to the causes that we believe in. She is the president of Marriage Equality USA. Yeah! And as she said to me, maybe more important, I am the mother of one of Nick Pagano's schoolmates. Please welcome Cathy Marino-Thomas.
That's my family. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a woman, I'm a lesbian, and I'm an activist. Thank you all for inviting me. My family first met Nick in kindergarten at PS3 over in the West Village. There are lots of families and teachers in the audience tonight from that time. Our daughter Jackie was Nick's classmate until they graduated the 5th grade. We remember Nick as a shining star, and we mourn along with his family. Many people don't understand why or how people become addicted to drugs. They make the mistake that people who use drugs lack moral principles, willpower, or they could stop their drug use simply by choosing to. Sort of like being gay. Drug addiction is a complex issue. Quitting usually takes a lot more than a strong will. Substance abuse disorders do not discriminate. They're not based on race, gender, sexual preference, or orientation. But let's acknowledge the fact that my community seems to suffer disproportionately. I think there are a lot of factors that contribute to this. Stigma, discrimination, hate crimes, social rejection, isolation, just to name a couple of things. Because our youth face additional pressures and challenges, love, acceptance, and support are essential to reducing the substance abuse and addiction risk. Research shows that acceptance significantly decreases an LGBTQ adolescent's likelihood for substance use and improves their mental health. This means actively affirming their identity, not just tolerating it. Has to come from everyone in the person's life and from society as a whole. The Nick Pagano Foundation should help a great deal with this. When schools have anti-bullying policies, safe spaces, health curriculums in place that educate students on LGBT issues, the risk goes down for all students. Having counselors that are well-versed in these topics also assist with the risk reduction. We can discuss examples of this all day, but I'm going to give you guys something to do instead. In New York State, they've done pretty well to protect my community, but there's a lot more that can be done. There are bills sitting in committee at the state level that would create a suicide prevention policy in schools that would include comprehensive sex education from grade school, not from high school. It would teach about LGBT issues and about all people, about hygiene, about how to take care of ourselves, and mental health. Trans equity laws are in our system. Call your legislator. They work for you. Tell them that you want to expand protection and acceptance for our youth. Go and visit them. It is your right as a voter. At a federal level, it's all about the Equality Act. The Equality Act is a bill in our Congress that, if passed, would amend the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and prohibit discrimination on the basis of sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, in employment, in housing, in public accommodation, education, in federal funding, and a whole lot more than that. It's a fact that when supported by law, a community thrives. They become more accepted. They become more included. We've seen this with marriage equality. I worked on that issue for 20 years. Believe me, it made a difference. Call your senator. Call your congressperson. Tell Chuck Schumer we're going to vote his ass out if he doesn't get the Equality Act passed. It's been sitting in committee for 10 years. There's no, Tell them you need them to support it. Don't tell them you want them to support it. Tell them you need them to. Ask them why they can't move it out of committee. Just remember, as citizens of this country, we have a lot of power. We can change the law. We can make equitable and meaningful change. And maybe, just maybe, we'll save some of our kids from the addictions and from the substance abuse disease that's plaguing our country. Thank you so much.
Beautifully said.